your DJ cam name is coming from your past, from your graffiti artist past.
Exactly.
Do you still? My first question would be: do you still do graffitis?
No, but I'm like really into like graphic design because I take pictures and I do all my sleeves, you know, for the record. But the graffiti is finished.
Are these graphic designs, which is on your T-shirts as well, which you can buy from your website?
Yeah, and a lot of different projects that I'm working on. Yeah.
Because I just checked your website a couple of days ago and I saw those pictures on the T-shirts, and I was just wanted to ask what is the meaning of the landscapes and the pictures of the design.
I'm working on my first like exhibition. It will be like the name is Landscape Architecture Project, you know, and it will be like a mix between like image and music. And I'm working on it right now, you know, and we will do like some different exhibition around the world, like Paris, Los Angeles, Miami, Berlin. Yeah.
And only you are the designer, or you doing with somebody
No,
else?
it's only me. It's like very like it's my visual and it's a new concept, so we are working on it.
Summer in Paris, I miss that kiss of summer in Paris, summer in Paris, summer in Paris. Come l'été à Paris.
What was the reason? What was the impression why you chose music for your life, to be a musician?
You know, my parents were really into music, like jazz music and classical music, and I was born with music, you know. There is like music everywhere around me, so it was like biological, you know. So I did like a business school, and when my business school was finished, I released my first album, and my first album was a success, so I continue in the music business, you know.
There was a lot of differences between your first album and your last album, the 7, I guess.
Yeah.
How would you describe your music right now, what you will play? What would be the genre if you have to put this? It's like jazzy, electro, or how would you describe it?
It's like an evolution, you know, because I came from the jazz and hip-hop scene, and yeah, I love like all kind of different style of music, you know, like funk, soul, electro, so I try to mix everything and make my own sound, you know. So sometimes I do like more like acoustic album, like my Soul Shine album was totally acoustic, and the last one is more like electronic, cinematographic, you know, trip poppy. I don't know the name, you know, for this kind of music, you know.
When you're making music, when you're composing your tracks, do you working with alone? Do you work with other artists as well?
It depends. In the past, I used to work with musicians. For my last album, 7, I worked like mainly alone, except for the strings, you know, it's live strings. So it's live musician, and the bass, there is some live bass and live keyboards, but it's everything is, I have played like mostly of the parts of the music.
I see. And who would be the other musician who you like to work with? If you can choose for somebody from the world who you like to really work with together?
Oh, it's a really tough question, you know. Like someone like alive or someone like dead?
Both.
Some guy like D'Angelo or Erykah Badu, you know, try to do something like very modern, and someone dead, like maybe like Bob Marley. It will be great to do like something like with Bob Marley. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Bob Marley and reggae music and dub music, you know, from the 70s. Yeah, I love it.
What you are working on right now? Are you planning to make a new album?
Yeah. I'm gonna release like a beats album, you know, like hip hop beats album, like in November, and I'm working on a new album also for next year. Something like a little bit different and maybe under like a different name. It will be maybe a secret, you know. I think it's like a new genre, you know. I have created a new style of music, but it's a mix between like dub techno, very slow dub techno, and hip hop, and I don't know the name for this style of music, you know. There is no band like that, you know. So it will be like a premiere.
How you can imagine your music style, your music genre for 5 years or 10 years from now? What do you think? What will be the changes? Or what should be the way for the music, or what can be the way?
To be honest, nobody knows, you know, because now everything is going really, really fast. You know, every 6 months you've got like a new genre. Last year it was dubstep, now it's trap music. It's like, it's too fast. So, but I'm gonna try to stay in the same vein, but try to put some evolution inside my music. You know, I don't want to always do the same music.
And if you are not traveling, or if you're not playing music, not composing music, not standing behind the decks, what you like to do in your free time when you're just chilling?
I'm traveling, you know. I'm on holidays, you know. I love to travel around the world. So I spent like 8 weeks in Italy, and it was great. And yeah, I love to travel, you know, to meet people and to swim, to go to the sea, to do some like scuba diving. You know, I'm really into. I love nature, you know. So I love to spend some time in the nature, you know. It's my favorite. Or I like art, you know. So I spend a lot of time in a museum everywhere on the world, like exhibition. I'm really into it.
All of these facts, when you're traveling or when you're scuba diving, going to museum, are these effective for your music? They make facts?
A lot. It's a big inspiration for me. When I was in Italy, like 3 weeks ago, you know, like I was like on the sea, and it was the big source of inspiration for me. I always bring some equipment to do some music when I'm traveling, because it's very inspiring for me.
Kiss summer in Paris. I miss that kiss of summer in Paris.
Merci Budapest, à bientôt, bye bye.